Hey, beautiful witchy people. Welcome to another episode of Tultia Bruja. I'm Bex Carlos, your host. So, for today's episode, I know that it's October and, a lot of people are going out on ghost tours or going into haunted places because, aesthetic and also creepy stuff, right? Okay, so this is an episode about how to protect yourself if you're going into spaces with negative spiritual activity or just a lot of spiritual activity. So I've always been drawn to spirits, ghosts, stuff like that. And I think for a really long time, I was really doing myself a disservice. When I was 25, I went to New Orleans and it was a really cool experience, but it also really started to make me aware that for some of us that have the sensitivity to spirits and, things beyond this realm, we don't always protect ourselves. And it can be really scary. So if you're going to go ghost hunting, which is a lot of fun, and I do, recommend it, please try to bring a white candle with you. White candles are really good for creating a sense of peace, creating a clear slate, keeping the energy there chill. You know what I mean? If you don't have any white candles, that's not even a thing. Crystals that would be really good to bring with you. Peridot is one that comes to mind because that one is specifically associated with protection, purity, emotional balance. So that's going to be something that is going to help see if there is like an immediate shift in the room, if there's like an energy that isn't there, that wasn't there before, that wearing a peridot necklace is a good way of making sure that the energy that's coming isn't from you. Another one that comes to mind is black tourmaline. That one specifically is also really good. It's a highly protective stone. It's going to help purify your energy. Smoky quartz is another good one that helps bring a lot of safety, tranquility, strength. So any of those would be a really good thing to do. Taking a quick moment to tell you about how you need to check out Temperance Home and Bar. Melissa does a really great job of making sure that there's everything you need. She does readings, she does astral readings, she makes tinctures, she has mix and match services in case you're looking for specific things. Honestly, I will say that she is one of my favorite Botanica owners. She really, really makes her products accessible and she really loves to help people, which sometimes in these witchy spaces can be a hit or miss. So definitely check out Melissa at Temperance Home and Bar. Her information is in the show notes. You're going to be so glad you checked her out. Let's get back into the episode. One thing that I always suggest is like if you don't have crystals, if you don't have candles, that's fine. Not everyone has the supplies. Even after you're done doing your ghost hunting, your ghost adventures, whatever you want to call it, you are going to make sure that you don't bring that energy back with you, because it can be really, really creepy and really, really scary. Another thing that you could do is that when you leave a space, tell the spirits there that they cannot come with you, that they are not allowed to leave this space that you've been in. And when you say that, you have to be very stern. You have to mean what you say. So please keep that in mind when you go to these ghostly places. That's a good thing to do. Another thing is that before you enter your home space, to cleanse yourself, you could do a smoke cleansing. If you don't want to, or, smoke cleansing isn't your thing, you could also do a ritual bath just to remove any negative spirits that are around you. I think that sometimes we go places and we don't realize that things attach to us until we get home. And then we see the energy in our space like dramatically change. Also, please keep in mind that if your cat, I think cats are a lot more receptive in my experience. If you notice that your cat, after you've gone to a site, has been a lot more active, definitely smoke cleanse the whole space. Because sometimes things, like I said, they attach and they can be a little harder to remove. If something outside of you is noticing something odd, perhaps supernatural, perhaps paranormal, I always think that a cleanse is a great way to remove any weird energy that might be lingering in your space. So yeah, this is something that, like I said, I just want to do because no one ever gave me these suggestions when I started ghost hunting. And I think it led to a lot of negative experiences, and I think it led to a lot of stragglers. If they're not paying rent, they don't need to follow you home. For sure. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please check out Tu Tia Bruja on Instagram and Twitter. There is also a website if you want to get in touch with me or find out more about what the podcast has going on. That is bexbcastin.com. There's a Tu Tia Bruja tab, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at bexbcastin.com. And if you support the arts, I would love for you to be one of my patrons. You get access to Halloween episodes early, and there's always cool ritual things to try out. So please support. Thanks again. I value you. I appreciate you. And look forward to tomorrow's episode. Okay, bye.
Mm-hmm.